Okay, dream so big that they think I'm crazy. Let out the beast, no, they can't tame me. Don't play with me, better mind your business. I cannot stop now, I ain't finished. I'ma keep on going till I got that. Okay, the way that I'ma do it, they can't top that. No way. Critics trying to hate, but I don't talk back, I know that. Plotting on the kid with the bull, tell him all that. I'm the one that I'ma gamble on.
Welcome to week 15 of For Fantasy Sake, presented by Clint's Draft House Pizza and Grill, live and in living color on the For Frequency Sake podcast network, presented by Durham Remodeling. I'm today's host with the most, I guess, DJ Jarvis, joined here on this side of me by some guy in a shitty hat. How you doing today, Mason?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Sports have been kicking my butt lately. I watched Moline beat Rock Island on Friday night, which was not fun, and then Nebraska beat Illinois yesterday. So looking to complete the trifecta today with the Chiefs losing to the Chargers and just putting the final nail in the coffin for the Chiefs season today.
I hope that it actually doesn't happen. I hope that the Chiefs end up beating them because that would be nice for Broncos fans.
So I will ask you, because I'm consistently running numbers just to make myself feel better. Mm-hmm. And I called this probably like back in like week 7. There's like the doomsday scenario for the Broncos. Mm-hmm. Now this is obviously contending that the Chiefs win out. I mean, so that's the big step point, but so the doomsday scenario for the Broncos in week 18 is if they win, they're the 1 seed. If they lose, the Chiefs are out of the playoffs. Like, and I wouldn't say like normally, like I think like maybe I'd feel like 3 teams in the AFC would kind of like elect that, hey, losing and keeping the Chiefs out's not so bad. And I think that's the Broncos, Chargers, and the Bills. Like as a fan, like where are you at on that?
I would like to be the 1 seed, obviously. I feel like it kind of worries me. I don't know. I'd like to be in the divisional round. So
that's fair. Yeah, I mean, one step closer to the AFC. Yeah. I mean, you win 1 game and you're in the championship game, and
yeah, it'd be a step up on last year.
And obviously, you get to host every game. As long as you play, you get to host.
Yeah, and like I said, it'd be a step up on last year, which after making the wild card in Bo's rookie year, we all considered it a disappointment if they were to miss the playoffs or not,
for sure,
not improve upon that. So
yeah,
get the 1 seed. Hope that the Chargers are the 5. That way we don't really have to deal with them, and then the Chiefs miss, but just because of what they do in the playoffs.
So I won't say like the Broncos are like snake bitten, but it's like in other scenarios, it's like with the running the math, you lose to keep the Chiefs out, let the Chargers in, then you turn around and that first round of the divisional playoff is Chargers Broncos.
Right.
So it's like, traditionally in sports, you see teams kind of let teams slither back in, and then all of a sudden they're playing them in the playoffs, and they get beaten. Speaking of playoffs, how are your? I know you're in the Chop League. Are you still alive there?
I am. There's 4 people left.
Are we in the same Chop League? Like, what's the chances of that?
That would be nuts. Except I invited each person single-handedly to my league, so I don't think so. But yeah, still alive. And then snuck into the playoffs last week. I shouldn't say snuck. I scored the most in the league that week, but I was up 13 going into the Monday night game, and he had Jalen Hurts. And I think everyone knows how Jalen Hurts played on Monday night.
2 turnovers in the same play.
Yeah.
Still alive in my Chopped. Final 4. I've had no money to spend on Fab in the last like 6 weeks. I had like 16th pick, so obviously like at the beginning of the year, anytime somebody hit the wire, I had to go after them.
Right.
I mean, I think that's the disadvantage. Like obviously, I picked 16th. I'm still alive in week 15, so not too bad. But That is the disadvantage to picking late is, the players that you get in the draft don't matter as much as what you've got to spend because you didn't get very good players. Like you got players number 16 and 20, and then you didn't get a player till like the 40s. Like
right, and I think that the way that your money goes through or your budget goes throughout the season is kind of how that first big player goes price wise.
Yeah,
it sets
for
the
sure.
precedent for everyone else. Like ours, I think Jamar Chase went for like $700 or $750, and then that just made everyone like. Even Chase Brown, when he wasn't playing well, I was desperate for a running back, so I had to spend $300 to get him.
Like if I sat here and read my roster off to you, everybody watching this would be like, "Oh man, that's an amazing roster." But it's like, well, there's 4 teams left,
right?
So everybody like comparative. Like I'm projected to get chopped this week, so I consider my picking 16. I consider last until week 15 pretty cool. These chopped leagues have definitely been really fun. First time I've ever participated in one of those.
They are fun.
My league of record, so what Joe would call the Tiny 10, his league of record, his main league, the league he cares about the most. I call it league of record because I care about all my leagues, Joe. League of record, I'm the 1 or in the 2 seed, so I've got this week off. I'm cheering for the 3 seed to win because I don't want to play the winner of the 4-5. I'd rather play the 3 seed. We reseed in that league, which I think. Go ahead.
No, sorry.
No. So we reseed in that one, so you don't automatically just play, because like if you look at a bracket, 1 plays 3-6. So we reseed like the NFL does in that league. I have another league, won the championship last year, went undefeated in that league. Snuck into the playoffs this year. Got a good matchup. I was like the 2nd or 3rd highest scorer in that league. I think all of like the normal leagues that I'm in the playoffs. Did not make the playoffs in all the Toys for Tots leagues. I do have 3 teams surviving of the 64, so hopefully one of those teams can sneak in. I had 5 total teams in the Toys for Tots, and 3 of them are still alive, so that's pretty cool. What were you saying, Joe?
First off, good to see you, boys.
Good to see you. I feel like hold on before you go. I feel like Joe, because you know how like Joe always has like the slinky or the thing on his thumb. I'm gonna write Nicole and ask her to get him like Caleb Williams thumb puppet for Christmas.
Wouldn't
so
that be
you can
something?
just have Caleb Williams on his thumb. But I grabbed it. Like my kids had a toy. Go ahead. Yeah, you need one. What?
I need one with a frowny face.
That's
to like
fair.
offset in case I am in a bad mood. But
what if you just on the other side you could paint a frowny face on it and then you could just turn it around? Same slinky.
Honestly, that would be dope. I'm glad I never thought of that.
I did grab a toy because my kids had a toy on the thing, and I felt like I was going to be like Ed Warder today and just hold this microphone and just, have a headset on and hold a microphone. Like sometimes they're like interviewing somebody, but they, for whatever reason, still have their headset on. Like I feel like I need to do that. Back to you, Mason. But Joe, how are you doing? I know we have our golf league, and you and I are duking it out right now.
Blow for blow. It's prime Tiger versus Phil. I don't know which one of us is the sex addict and which one of us is the gambling addict in that combination.
Well, we know which one's the gambling addict for sure.
Yeah, there you go.
One of us is on a gambling show on Thursday nights.
All I know is we both need therapy. But we are duking it out. And that just fit because I am left-handed. So the Tiny 10, it is funny. The Tiny 10, my team is dog water. When you draft Jamar Chase #1 and his quarterback dies for the first third of the year, and you draft Chase Brown 3rd, and
his quarterback dies for a third of the year.
He's irrelevant. Right, you have this massive idea to keep Brian Thomas Jr. because you're like, that's a steal. I drafted him in the 11th round, and he just dies for like 3/3 of the year.
3/3 of the year.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I meant to say. That
Jeff Duster has a mighty take on Brian Thomas.
Shout out to Jeff. Yeah, but believe me, hey man. Sometime there's been times this year that I've wanted to DM Brian Thomas and say, "This is the game ball we used," and it said F Brian Thomas on it. Inside joke. Shout out to those people.
It's a good joke.
I know.
Mainly because I'm inside.
Exactly.
You know, it might have been me. You know, I did have a bag of basketballs. I was coaching a basketball game.
That would be funny. That would be funny. I'm big time now, bro. I'm big time.
I don't understand, because that was a nice basketball, and basketball
cost
a lot of money. Yeah.
Imagine if it's one that they actually like. Imagine if it's who it is, not the people I think it is talking about the person who it is.
We'll have to talk about that.
Imagine if it's him, and he uses it at practice. That'd be funny. Good motivation.
Gotcha. I understand.
We all got to be humbled. No, but in all seriousness,
I can rule myself out, and I can rule at least two others out because I was in the same gymnasium as them.
There we go. That's good. So we're tweedling down the suspects.
Yeah, 2 and 15.
Know what city they
2 and 15 can be scratched off the list.
There we go. So okay, there we go. Good. Okay. Good. Said a lot of nice things about 2 on Friday night. So I hope it wasn't him. Regardless, the golf league's the one right now that I care about the most, and it's been a bit wonky just because like I've had to kind of find some running back by committee. My biggest moment this year was missing the Sunday show that week because I was like 3/4 dead. A lot of fractions in my first opening monologue, Mason. I'm sorry. Hope you brought out your checkbook. And I wake up groggy, and I see that Chuba Hubbard's not playing. So I'm like, well, shite. And I go pick up Rico Dowdle, and all of a sudden, we're off to the races. So great moment for me. But yeah, that's really been the league that I've cared about. That's my league of record this year. The Tiny 10 has kind of died. I'm just glad. I just need to avoid. Though honestly, I kind of wish I did finish last in the Tiny 10, so I could do the toilet bowl thing to start our draft next year. But I don't think I'm going to because the two teams that are the last 2 teams are bad. So I think I'm going to avoid that.
Mason, we may have to just depending on what the situation is in our golf league, might have to get you into our golf league next year.
Yeah, how does that work?
Fantasy football by golf rules. So like the top 2 teams in scoring each week, they get -2, and then the next 2 get -1. The next 4 get even par, and then if you beat your opponent by 30, you get -2. So you can have a -4 week. Each player that you have that scores less than 5 points is an additional stroke.
It's a bogey. And so then if you get a player that scores, what is it, over 30?
Right now it's over 50, but we're going to definitely make a change next year because one guy scored over 50. But and then for the entire year we got 2 mulligans. So like basically on Tuesday you could choose to replace a guy, and then you got 2 breakfast balls. So you could replace a guy who played before Sunday.
Gotcha. That sounds pretty fun.
We do have a quick question here at UN-TAIM. Wants to know, all right, flex 1 full PPR, Worthy, Kelsey, Canine, Jennings, or Pollard. All of that is gross. I'd say Juwan Jennings probably.
I hope you played Pollard last week like I had to. I was forced to play Pollard in the golf league because Dowdle and Tyron Tracy were on buys, and that worked out for a gem. He went crazy.
Good.
Been waiting for him to have that game for 5 years. Seahawks play the Colts. Yeah, Juwan Jennings. I think he's having some good run right now, and the Titans defense is mid. So
if I were to rank these 5, Xavier Worthy would be 6th.
He would be last.
He would be 6th. There you go. We would have Mason over him.
I would probably go. Yeah, I'd go Jennings too.
All right. It means it's unanimous, and you should probably start Xavier Worthy. Speaking of Kenneth Walker against the Colts, so Daniel Jones, fractured fibula, then comes in, plays a game with a pad on it. And first, second drive last week, pops his Achilles.
On the other leg.
It's likely that if you went to the playoffs, Daniel Jones might have been your quarterback. Are you what are you doing? You obviously hoping that you're not super flex. Do you guys are you guys carry a second quarterback in single quarterback leagues?
Sometimes.
We're saying a 5-man bench, 5, 6.
The one league that I so I don't know golf league.
Ultimatum or whatever your ad is. I really would not start Worthy, but you might. I mean, we all said not Worthy, so maybe. But Jennings is our guy.
Yeah, I would say Jennings personally.
But we all did trash Xavier Worthy, so probably maybe.
Yeah, it depends on how much you care about karma.
Yeah,
I feel like Kelsey usually gets up for the Chargers too, so he was one that I debated.
I feel like he only gets up for Taylor at this point.
Couldn't get up last week, that's for sure.
Listen, Joe. I'm gonna reach through the screen. I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna just pistol whip you with this microphone.
I'm gonna pull out my beard hair or my goatee hair. I hate how pale I look. I gotta sit back further because
I look angelic.
Well, it's just the blinds right here, natural light.
The blinds making you blind.
Pretty much.
So yeah, do you feel like if you have Danny Jones, you're probably. I mean, you might be able to get like Jacoby Brissett, who's been pretty good, might be on the waiver wire,
right? Maybe. And yeah, that's in the Tiny 10. We have a huge bench. We do 18 rounds for the draft, so we have a billion guys on the bench. So I usually pick up a second quarterback just to be fancy.
I think in that deep of a roster, that's fair.
So, for instance, here is the quarterback pool in the Tiny 10, even though that bench is deep. So, Purdy, McCarthy, Darnold, Tyler Shuck, Cam Ward, Kirk Cousins was there. So, there's some options, right?
Yeah.
But, most leagues, it's not going to be great. But even let's look at this, the golf league, where we have a shorter bench, and it's one quarterback. I'm just going to
take Tiny 10 Superflex, or is it one?
It's one. We did 1 year where it was double dip. Oh wow, Jackson Dart is always. I just realized he was on waivers. Should I get him to finish the season instead of riding with Jalen Hurts, who might just have negative points every game? So this
who gave Joe 2 strokes, one for turning the ball over 3+ times, and the other for having less than 5.
Yeah, I know, it was a crazy game. So you got Dart, Stroud, Brissett, those guys are all out there. So, it's there's options, it's not going to be great, but I don't think you're totally cooked.
Hey, let's hook up our boy Bryce. Bryce Dudard wants to know Lamar or Drake May.
Drake May.
I would agree.
Yeah,
I get they're playing the Bengals, but Lamar hasn't played a good game for I don't know, since September.
Since before the Chiefs.
Yeah, he's playing hurt, insanely hurt. He shouldn't have came back, but whatever. He's
Drake
out
May
there.
Only had 12 against Buffalo last time, though. So
he really only had 12.
It's such a weird game where they just tried to take the air out of the ball, Tom Brady style.
Well, they threw Stephon Diggs went nuts.
Diggs did go nuts, but it was all a bunch of catch and run stuff. It wasn't nothing.
I'd honestly go Lamar against Cincinnati.
Break the tie, DJ.
Based off the matchup. Can't go unanimous this time.
Yeah, let's go Lamar. And then Ryan H, before we talk more Colt stuff, Ryan H, good morning. T. Henderson or C. Watson in the flex?
Trevion Henderson. I think
you're just saying that because you're a Broncos fan.
I also think he's gonna have a big game. Buffalo's got the 28th ranked run defense, so, and I personally like running 3 running backs, so he's in my flex in one of my leagues.
Yeah, the only thing that's in your way there is if Mike Vrabel decides to not use him.
Yeah,
but it's gotten a little better the last month.
And then Watson, I don't know who's gonna guard him in that game. I don't know if it's gonna be Surtain because I feel like the Packers have 4 guys that are all about the same. But yeah, I feel like Surtain's probably going to be on him if I had to guess, him or Jaden Reed. And so I feel more comfortable starting Henderson in that situation.
And our boy Bryce also wants to know David Montgomery or Cortland Sutton.
I would say playing the Rams, Cortland. I would play David Montgomery because Cortland, I don't know.
Dog water.
Like, I don't know. Mason, you're the Broncos fan, as we just mentioned.
I don't want to seem biased, though. I don't know.
So you would say Cortland.
I would say Cortland, but that's just because I hate Montgomery's snap share in that offense.
I think that you're going to see some different stuff with him today.
You think so?
Yeah, but yep. I don't like Cortland Sutton. So
that's the thing. I just feel like Cortland Sutton is having. I mean, like he's what their third option at best.
Well, now he's the one. Pat Bryant's out, who's been taking a lot of targets. So I'd probably go Sutton. I hate how Montgomery gets less than 10 touches a week, or some weeks he'll get more. But
yeah, and you're kind of counting on him scoring.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go. You convinced me, Mason. Cortland Sutton for Mr. Bryce.
There you go. I would say though, for real quick, on the other end for the Watson Hendrickson debate, I just think Watson right now, like he's there. He's the guy that for that. Like it seems, I would never trust a Packers receiver, but if there was one, I would trust.
It does seem since Kraft got hurt and Watson came back, he's been.
They've really kind of gone to him more. Yeah.
I think he just trusts him more to catch the ball. Like, I don't know. Could use a guy like that on the Chiefs. I can catch
and they're playing Denver today. Denver plays a lot of man, right?
Yeah, they run a lot of blitzes.
That's where Cortland that's where Kirk Watson kind of kills you, because that's what he killed Chicago with last week. Because Chicago runs a lot of man pressures, and Watson burned him on a couple. I mean, his 2 touchdowns were on man beaters.
Yeah, I would be worried about if Watson was on Riley Moss. I'd be worried about what would happen then. Probably a big play, but I think that Surtain ends up following him most of the game, and then Jaden Reed gets Riley Moss, and Reed might have a decent game this week.
Weird year for Riley Moss, unfortunately.
I actually had a question for my own league.
Oh, there we go.
So
at Mason 6'7", 420 asks.
So right now I'm projected to win by 10, which means nothing. But I'm projected 132. He's projected 121 in the first round of the playoffs. And Josh Jacobs, I don't know what is going to happen with him, like playing wise.
It looks like Jacobs is like they elevated the guy off the practice squad, so I would be concerned.
Yeah,
with Jacobs this week. And Jacobs and CMC both kind of nicked up.
So with that, I was wondering, do I move, because it's 2 flexes? So in my flex, I have RJ Harvey and Michael Wilson. Do I move RJ Harvey up to Jacobs, bench Jacobs, and start Jaden Reed? Or I guess maybe Troy Franklin might be available.
I mean, the good thing is all those guys play in the same game, so you'll have an opportunity, like if Jacobs isn't going to play, to throw those guys in.
Yeah.
So I would stick with Jacobs as of right now, and then maybe if Jacobs doesn't play, throw in Troy Franklin.
Yeah. Yeah, I may do that. I'm pick up Troy Franklin right now just because. Is CD playing this week?
I haven't seen anything on that. I know they play a night game, right? Or no, they play through 4:25, so I know it was
yeah, the Sunday night game this week is Dallas and Jordan Rangel's team.
And any update on CeeDee Lamb that you've seen, Joe? I know he missed practice.
He cleared.
Last I knew, the word was that he was not going to play. Let me look up on the box.
Protocol.
He did clear concussion protocol.
He did, yeah.
All right. Well, I would assume that he was a full participant on Friday. So fire up your CeeDee Lambs, I guess. All right. Speaking of firing things up, I mean, there's not a situation, where we bench Jonathan Taylor, but what are our expectations for Jonathan Taylor with Phillip Rivers being the guy under center?
Stack boxes.
You have to play him still, though. Right?
Yeah, you
can't. Yeah, you can't burn the boat.
I kind of said
you got to go down with the ship.
I said this last week too. I don't remember who it was regarding. It wasn't Taylor, but somebody else you spent a high pick on. I don't think you can get. I think it may have been like Justin Jefferson that we were talking about. Or I can't see a scenario where you drafted a guy in the first round and then all of a sudden you're in the playoffs and you're like, yeah, let's just not play this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, you got to play him. He's the RB2. I don't see any situation in which you bench him.
That's it. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I would let Taylor go. I would play Taylor, and you kind of just got to hope for the best. Worst case, maybe he breaks one off or gets a touchdown, or they somehow find a way. Right? That'd be something.
Maybe Rivers still has it.
What about their tertiary guys like Pittman and Warren? Are you trusting them with your fantasy life on the line?
If you don't have, I feel like if you don't have a reasonable option on the bench, yes, because then you have to play them. But I would probably go against it until I see what they can do. If I could, like if I had a substitute, I would not want to play those two.
Any thoughts, Joe?
Sorry.
You sound like you were in pain there for a second.
I am mentally. I think I would say if there's anybody,
is your brain in Serbia?
It's in hell with Brad Underwood right now. He's the one who was in Serbia yesterday, playing a fucking matchup zone against a team that is just lighting you on fire for 2 hours. Shout out to Fred Hoiberg. Maybe we'd win more. Maybe we'd win more key home games if he was our coach. Tyler, I think if there's anybody that's going to just get peppered, it's Tyler Warren. You would think.
Both the backup quarterback bump and the Phillip Rivers bump.
It's like you got to think there's going to be one. There's one guy that he's just going to like pepper, and it's going to be like an ugly stat line. But if you're in PPR, then you're going to be good. It's going to be like 10 catches for 50 yards. You're just going to be like, yep, here we go.
10 catches for 50 yards and like a touch.
Maybe.
Don't say maybe. Just say yes.
Shout out to Phil Rivers. Shout out to Phil Rivers, man. Living the dream. Living the dream today. Gonna run one back with the boys.
And real quick, Constantino, he heard us talking about this guy. Must have heard us talking about Illinois because look at this name.
Yeah, it is a
pick one of Warren, Gesicki, and Likely. Like you said, I probably go Warren here. It's funny that pops in as we're talking about this.
It is. Kind of contradicts what I said earlier, but
you wouldn't take Likely or not Likely. Excuse me. You might Robert out of two, baby Ruba. You wouldn't take Gesicki here?
Nah, I take Tyler Warren.
Okay, that's fair.
I'd also take Warren. I think that he has the highest upside, even though Likely's going against Cincinnati. I think that, like you guys said, he's probably gonna feed the tight end a little bit. And it's not like he hasn't fed tight ends when he was playing. He had Antonio Gates and Hunter Henry. So, I'd probably go Warren over those guys.
All right. We all agree, which means Flip a coin on Likely and Gasecki and go with it because it's bad and we all agree with Brian. All right, let's go to a quick commercial. On the backside, we will play a little Fantasy Tinder. Backside, giggity.
Jeez. Durham Remodeling has been serving the Quad Cities area since 1973. And with over 50 years of excellence on their track record, you'll see why it's so easy to trust their experts when it comes to all of your home improvement projects. This family-owned business has you covered on all your needs. Protect your home or building from the elements today and get great roof repair services. Need new windows? No problem. Durham Remodeling can upgrade your windows and doors. Whether you want to upgrade the little details in your home or office, or want to tear a room down and start fresh, the expert contractors at Durham Remodeling have your back. Even the smallest changes can completely transform your space. Ready to start entertaining your friends for backyard barbecues? Durham Remodeling will help you plan, design, and build your deck and patio for the perfect outdoor space. Durham Remodeling's work is 100% guaranteed, so you can rest assured that you're getting the best service around. Call 309-786-6715 today for your free estimate for all your roofing, siding, flooring, windows, and painting needs. That's Durham Remodeling, 309-786-6715.
We are back like a machete-wielding former Division I football coach. You know, back in your life like a... I don't know. Joe does it better.
Back in your life, listen. Oh, you brought it up. Now I'm going to talk about him a bunch.
Nope. Let's play Fantasy Tinder.
Mason, has there ever been anyone in your life that you had that did so many great things for you that once that they broke it off, you wanted to break into their house and attempt to Romeo and Juliet them?
I don't think so. I think
that's not quite how Romeo and Juliet ended, but. Go off, Joe.
I mean, it's a murder-suicide.
They suicided themselves. Juliet drank poison and Romeo stabbed himself.
Okay, I mean, tomato. You don't. It's the same concept. We don't have to really talk about how the sausage was made. You know? What?
Couldn't tell if he was frozen or not.
Yeah, frozen in time by my perfect logic.
I don't know about that, my guy. But anyway, Fantasy Tinder.
Sharon Moore was on Real Tinder. Did you see this is the last thing I'll say about
the restaurant in Michigan has dishes named after them, and one's called the Sharon Moore Sampler, as if he wasn't sampling everything.
He was, bro. He apparently once he got his phone, or there was a moment that apparently like some OnlyFans model outed him.
I saw that,
brother. Dog. And the wild. Okay, I lied. This is the last thing. The wildest thing I heard over the weekend, listening to all the facts about this case, is that the woman that he did the stuff with, her job is like game day, she's like game day activities or whatever type ordeal, and her main thing was escorting families around game day and stuff. So she would be getting Sharon Moore's wife and kids to their seats or their suites or whatever, and getting them situated, and then getting them in the right spot, while she is getting situated by Sharon Moore in the office. Instead of Sharon Moore was spreading legs instead of trying to spread the wealth in his offense, while his quarterback only threw 9 touchdowns this year. It's the greatest story. People talk about the Ime Udoka thing. Listen, man, Ime Udoka was just he was just feeling himself, and I don't even did he commit infidelity in his situation?
Don't believe so. So
that makes it completely different. Still a little wild considering the rumors that he had some office shenanigans. But the Sharon Moore thing, 20,000 times worse and 20,000 times more crazy.
Every day gets 20,000 times more crazy.
It's wild.
Let's answer this question, then we'll play a little Tinder. Start 2, Swift, Dowdle, Manangai, and Bill.
Well, not Bill.
Yeah, not Bill.
No,
Who
did
do the
never
Panthers
Bill.
play?
Remember when everyone thought he was going to be like the next hottest thing? Remember when everyone thought he was going to be Kyle Monungai, but Kyle Monungai has been Kyle. You know what I mean?
That's a good one, Joe. No, that's a good one.
Panthers.
That's a bar. I'll go the first two, Swift and Dowdle.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Unless you think Monungai is going to be if Monungai is the goal line guy, which that seems a lot of the times. But if you think he's the one that's going to score touchdowns,
it kind of just depends on the drive.
Yeah, I agree. So I go Swift Dowdle.
Yeah, there hasn't been like a rhyme or reason to when they are in, but he uses them both, and it works well.
For sure. I feel like I need to sit up so our heads are all level, but I got a huge head.
You do have a massive dome.
It says Joe, whose dome is glowing.
It is glowing. Like it's like I'm reflective. I'm normal. And like continue to scoot back. Shout out to natural light. Or if I do this, then don't I look better now? See, you can actually see my facial hair.
Better is relative.
F you, Deej. I wonder. I would play Dowdle. Out of that first group, Dowdle for sure. Flip a coin on Swift or Monungai. What if you could? What there? I wonder. I guess the only game this year where
I'm not starting both of them is the Philly game. I mean, they're going to run the ball a lot, but
yeah, especially because that game's going to be colder than the shoulder that OnlyFans model gave Sharon Moore. But yeah,
or what you could do is you could start Swift and Dowdle, and then make Monungai your plan B, like the DoorDasher delivered to Sharon Moore. Oh, look at him! Look at me! I got one too.
Attaboy. Come on, Mason. What do you got?
That was good. I don't have anything.
Well, Mason.
I was
start one, likely Juwan Johnson or Darren Waller.
The Dolphins are playing the. Who are the Dolphins playing today?
I wouldn't go. I'd go Juwan Johnson.
Looking at the. Oh my God! Where the hell are the Dolphins on here? I'm looking at my guess the line sheet from last week. I can't find Miami. Oh, they're playing Monday against Pittsburgh.
Miami.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Pittsburgh against tight ends. You said Juwan Johnson?
That's who I said, yeah.
Waller
has 9 total points in 2 games since he's been back.
That is fair. Yeah, you're right. Juwan Johnson.
And then Terry Merritt 9594 wants to know Jared Goff or Justin Herbert?
Goff.
I would agree.
I don't like any quarterback against the Chiefs defense.
I don't like anybody on the Chiefs defense at this point. I hate them all.
Especially
and Joe knows how much I love them all.
Especially one who's got a broken hand and his offensive line is dead.
You got to catch them all.
Shout out Ashton.
I think that the Rams game is going to be a lot higher scoring than the Chargers game is. Chargers like to hold the ball and play old style offense with Jim Harbaugh. So, yeah, they're going to try and control the time of possession.
Man, we just can't get away from these Michigan jokes, huh?
No. Quentin Johnson's out.
They write themselves.
Don't start Herbert.
Wait, Mason made a Michigan joke?
No, he just said Jim Harbaugh.
Oh, darn. Shout out to the people on his staff that all got arrested. Hey, if Sharon Moore does need a job, though, I know a head coach opening in the Quad Cities that needs a football player. I'm mad Ken didn't respond to that text in our chat.
Oh, was that you that said that?
Yeah, I'm the one who said that they should call Sharon Moore.
Who made the joke about bubble screens?
There's a bubble screens joke in that chat with you?
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't get it. Did it not send?
I gotta find the chat. I'm in a lot of group chats.
They can run bubble. Oh, they can run bubble screens all day. Yeah, that was Ken.
Oh no! He made the bubble screens joke about Michigan could run the bubble screens.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And then I said,
yeah.
you should hire more. Will say, yeah, no, I got nothing.
So
but
regardless, we're all going Gerard Goff over Justin Herbert.
Yes, Gerard Goff.
And it's gonna be cold in Kansas City.
Cold. Gonna rain. Oh yeah, it's gonna be cold.
Oh right, all right. Let's play Fantasy Tinder. We are, dude. This show's been fun, man. We were flying and wheeling and dealing. Doug would just cancel Fantasy Tinder because we're over the time.
And he would have, how many would he be over or under 13? So
Joe Burrow will be the fantasy playoff quarterback one.
Fantasy
He's
quarterback.
going to be the dude for the next 3 weeks.
Quarterback playoff fantasy one. Mason, you answer first while I look up their remaining schedule.
I was just doing the same.
Oh wow.
Well,
Cheater,
since I made the question, I'm gonna say I'm gonna swipe right. I really like Burrow. Their offense. I know he threw those 2 picks last week when he was but he was absolutely balling up until that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm also looking up their schedule, but
it's Ravens today, then Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns.
Yeah, so very good, very tasty playoff schedule.
And that Browns game is week 18, and unless you're in a booger eater league, you're not playing in week 18. So
yeah, so let her rip. I'm sure there's somebody out there with a decent schedule as well. I will get back to you on that shortly, but yeah, Joe Burrow.
Joey Burrows.
Right on it. I think there's a good chance that he isn't the QB1, but every year the Bengals have a great offense and a bad defense, so they're in high-scoring games where they have to throw it. They have all their guys back in Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, or is T. Higgins out this week? Is he on?
He's out this week.
He is, so he doesn't have T this week, but he'll have him next week. Chase Brown's been good.
His head literally did become a basketball last week. I don't know how on earth he was allowed back in the game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So they're about
in terms of strength of schedule, they're middle of the pack. But I don't think that matters with Joe Burrow. Other teams, these are the teams with the 5 easiest schedules for quarterbacks. You ready? And let me know which one of these guys you want over Joe Burrow. Miami, Minnesota, Washington, Cleveland, and the New York Football Giants.
If Dart somehow got released like he did in our golf league, which I assume was, I get it, because though the golf league does have an IR spot, and he never did go on IR though. So if somehow Dart got released and Dart was out there, honestly, you could do way worse. Considering when he was good, he was amazing.
I just don't know that I want him over Joe Burrow.
No, true. But I would assume Joe Burrow got IR'd by most leagues.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to do the 50-50 split here.
I'm not going to look at Jackson Dart because my quarterback in that league is Matthew Stafford, but
I would take Dart personally.
Someone's calling someone.
Over Burrow? No, my wife texted me. She wants to know what color belt we need to order for my daughter.
He runs so much more than Burrow does.
Yeah, that's fair. If you're a sycophant like me, you're in a league that gives you 0.25 points per carry.
Yeah, you have some crazy leagues.
There was this one league my friend had that was points per completion.
So in the Scott Fishbowl, you got -1 per incompletion and 0.5 per completion. I had Seattle, Geno Smith, and Patrick Mahomes, and went a very long way.
That will do it.
I'm all in on Dart. As I mentioned,
Mason smoking
weeks
darts.
ago.
I'm going to tell your father it's his birthday today, and he's going to be disappointed in you for smoking darts.
Ripping darts. Shout out to Mason's father. Happy birthday.
It's Chris Steele, dude.
I was going to say, that'd be nuts if he just randomly guessed my dad's birthday.
It's not today, is it?
No, it's in June. So
yeah.
Quite the
June
opposite,
what?
rather. 18th.
Dude, shut up.
What's yours?
It's not. So June 18th is for fantasy sake day. So June 18th was actually the day we had our very first meeting when we launched this thing.
Really?
With the radio station. It's Doug's wife's birthday. It's my anniversary. And then Joe's getting married June 20th. So now it's now we're gonna have to add it in.
You gotta move it up a couple days, Joe.
Be a Thursday, though. That'd be tough.
Joe's getting married on the weekend of my 10th anniversary.
That'd be tough, bud.
We have another question here that is crazy. I'm gonna have to text. I'm gonna send it to the group chat here. And then Terry Merritt wants to know which kicker, Evan McPherson or
Hell yeah, we're out here. It only took to December 14th to get a kicker question.
Hey, I've been waiting. When you're in the playoffs,
kickers win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Evan McPherson just based on I'd rather have the kicker for the Bengals than the 49ers.
Piñeiro's been good this year.
I'm just saying I'd rather have the kicker for the Bengals than the 49ers. It doesn't matter. You could be one kicker and I could be the other, and I would still pick the one of us that kicks for the Bengals. And I don't think that I could kick an extra point. Like I don't think I could kick like a old school extra point.
The Niners could be kicking a lot of extra points today.
They could be kicking a lot of field goals too.
Yeah, they play Tennessee, Indianapolis, Chicago. The 49ers do. So I'd probably go.
Shut up with your logic, math, Mason.
I'd go Piñeiro.
It's Evan McPherson. End of conversation. I don't know why we're answering kicker questions.
Kickers win leagues.
Do we want to ask? I don't even play leagues with. I've won one league with kickers.
Because you're not a real man.
Yeah.
Like Terry Merritt 9594 is.
The golf league.
Unless you're a woman, then you're a real woman.
Points.
So that's why you don't like kickers.
But actually, if Terry Merritt is a woman, asking a quick kicker question makes you like such a woman. Like you're being a. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. You're a real one. You know what I'm saying? You're more manly than most men. You're more manly than DJ. Right?
Fantasy Pros has Eddie Piñeiro 8th and Evan McPherson 10th. So Eddie Piñeiro, I told you, I've been telling you Eddie Piñeiro this whole time, and you guys haven't been listening to me.
We're out here, dog.
Doug would have canceled the show because we got a kicker question.
Doug's not a real one.
I respect the kicker question.
Quit asking kicker question. No, ask all your kicker questions.
Ask more kicker questions and tell us your favorite. Tell us what you have for breakfast.
Yes. Somebody tell Joe, I made Terry Merritt's a real boy.
I'm a real boy. Attaboy.
I made sausage patties and biscuits for breakfast, and it was delicious.
There we go.
Mason had a Pop-Tart.
Yes, I did. The sausage patties and biscuits sound good too. That actually sounds better.
I'm drinking the C4, and it's strawberry blast, and I hate it, but it was the only energy drink in the house. So I guess I could have had a cup of coffee, but
I'm having Portillo's today. The game I'm working on, so that's going to be a blast.
Free Portillo's. I'll do that, but
it's going to be lit. Can't wait. I hope the bread isn't like dry. That'd suck.
All right. Next thing on Fantasy Tinder: swipe left, swipe right. Saquon's big game that he had last Monday. Is it a bounce back, and in what we should expect rest of season?
Hell no, it's not a bounce back. What kind of questions are these? No, I'm just kidding.
Bad questions.
What's his day? Let's say they decide to run the butt shove instead of the fake butt shove. The faux butt shove, as some say in circles. And they don't toss it to him and he has a 50-yard touchdown. Let's just say they run the butt shove and they get stuffed. And he doesn't have that. Is this question in the segment?
No.
I understand that's how that's how football works.
You play to the game on the field, Joe, and you get points for what your guys do.
I get it. I'm just saying, congratulations, Saquon Barkley. You had your first explosive run since the NFC title game last year. We're happy for you. I just don't. I mean,
are you swiping left on Saquon Barkley for the rest of his life?
No, just the rest of the season. I think. I don't know.
agree.
Mason talked me out of it. No? Okay,
No,
there we go.
I'm
out
with you.
here.
No, I don't even need to talk you out of it. His offensive line is terrible, and even when they do get it going in the first quarter, I've seen it because I owned Saquon earlier this year and I traded him. I couldn't stand watching it. He would run well in the first quarter. He'd get like 40 yards, and then magically they go away from it. And like Joe said, he just happened to have a huge run last week to kind of make it a good game. But no, I don't think Saquon's gonna be back the rest of the year, and I don't think he should be a reliable start. But I say that going against him, so he's probably gonna have 40 this week.
And their schedule favors it. Like their scheduled end of the year is it's such a break because this team wants to lose out so bad. They're dying to go 9-7-1 and miss the playoffs, but they get a gift from the gods. And 3 of their last 4 games are the shitty-ass Commanders and the Raiders. The Raiders, they get the commies twice, so congratulations, Philadelphia.
I just think they're going to try and pass. No, I think that ever since A.J. Brown complained, they start passing. So I think they're going to continue it and continue to go away from the run, even though it's working for them.
All right. And last one here, swipe left, swipe right. Michael Wilson, league winner? Question mark.
Right. He's like I think he's a wide receiver 1 I saw since at like week 10 or week 11, something like whenever Marvin Harrison first got hurt. It's like him and JSN are tied.
He didn't get hurt. He got his appendix out.
That's hurt.
I'm gonna hurt you.
That is hurt.
All these bad opinions today, Mason.
He's gonna take your appendix out.
Swipe right. He's the reason I'm in the playoffs. So
fair enough. Me too. Well, not me too, but
absolutely a league winner. And if you were lucky enough to get him, congrats.
Congratulations.
Hell of a snag, man. Hell of a snag. Yeah, I mean, he's had 33, 21, 6, but then 37. Good Lord. Today's tough, though, against Houston.
Yeah,
I still think he gets 20.
Might be a back to reality, throws gravity moment. Against that secondary, though?
Jacoby just throws it.
I know. They're just going to be
hashtag no fears.
Yeah.
They're going to be in hell. I don't know. I just love watching the Texans defense, so
I don't.
Maybe I'm biased.
I don't have very much fun.
I had a blast.
Nothing's fun.
I had a blast watching that game also.
And it wasn't even because the Chiefs lost. It was
turning the show off. Show's over. See you guys next week.
Bye. Bro,
I'll be here. The other two of them won't.
Y'all are gonna win today, and you're gonna be booking playoff tickets.
Still have life.
You missed how I opened the show, Joe. About how the trifecta. We talked about this yesterday. The trifecta is gonna happen today.
Well, listen.
Friday night, Saturday afternoon. Could even be the fearsome foursome. Rocky to Moline, Illinois to Nebraska, John Cena to Gunther.
Yeah, but I feel like anybody who actually thought John Cena was going to win was just.
Your son was big mad in the group chat, brother.
I have beachfront property in North Dakota to sell you. I know, which he was mad in my group chat too, and I was trying to tell him he was going to lose the whole time. It wasn't as dumb as having a non-finish in the opening match.
Let's play a little flex, marry, kill. I'm gonna flex Joe's facial hair, marry Mason's stubble, and kill my facial hair. Mason, it's the first time you've had any kind of semblance of facial hair on the show.
This is 1 week without shaving. I hate it. I need to get rid of it.
Oh, Mason.
I can't do facial hair. It's just too much.
Do a playoff beard.
Yeah. Your team's going to the playoffs. Mine's not.
Hopefully, in that case, I lose then.
Well.
Wah, wah.
My worst nightmare is the Broncos in the Super Bowl.
Why?
Because I would hate watching it.
I think
Like if
my worst nightmare is two other teams who are currently playoff eligible whose team names start with a B playing in the Super Bowl.
Like if it's Broncos, Eagles in the Super Bowl, I might just not watch the game.
There's a chance I don't watch a single playoff game.
Broncos Eagles earlier though was great.
For like
At
a
least
half
if you
hour
watch from the fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
Just turn on the Super Bowl in the fourth quarter.
Isn't that how you have to watch all Bo Nix games?
No, just some of the mid-season ones. But
Yeah.
but now he had an opening drive touchdown last week.
Out here.
They're figuring it out.
I don't know that I saw that. Did that actually happen?
It did.
Yeah.
It's not fake, but they're getting hot at the right time. Watch out for the Broncos.
Somebody should swat Bo Nix.
Bo Nix he's gonna prove people wrong, and I really hope so.
Like I said, there's two other playoff contending teams currently whose mascots start with B that would make way worse to see them in the Super Bowl for me.
Bills, Bears?
Bingo! Look at that, another B.
Why you hating me, bro?
I don't hate you. I hate what you represent, Joe. I like you a lot more than I like a lot of other people in the back.
Yeah. You have this weird thing I have this weird inclination that I'm the best, but you're the best. You're the best in the world.
Yeah. Why you lie there, hopefully as miserable as can be. Flex, Mary, kill, running back. Devin Neal, Marion Devin Neal, Marion Hampton, Aaron Jones Sr.
Hey, Cole Cabana, how you doing? What was Devin Singletary was the first one?
Devin Neal.
He's out. Keeping the other two. No. Oh wait. They're playing the Panthers today. I lied. Mason, you get it. You started off. Let it rip.
All right. Well, Devin Neal's a start because he went to Kansas. He's number one.
Oh my God.
Number two so Devin Neal, Mary, flex Amarion Hampton, and kill Aaron Jones. There's no logic behind this decision, unlike usual, but marry Devin Neal.
I'm gonna kill Amarion Hampton.
Because of the matchup?
I'm going on hopes and dreams and vibes.
Because of the matchup or because he's a Charger?
Because of the matchup. Though Woody Marks and Dare Ogunbowale both scored touchdowns on Sunday night against the Chiefs. So both untouched. It's like touch me, touching you. Sweet Caroline.
Bum, bum, bum. We all know Greg Roman is going to just continue to try to spam running back up the guard's ass on short yardage until it works. So, what a terrible coach.
Yeah, Hampton had a good first drive and then did nothing the rest of the game. I don't know what happened, but they need to get him involved in the receiving game like he was the first drive, because when they do, that team is dangerous.
That would force Greg Roman to do his job for more than 10 minutes, and that is just impossible to ask. Come on now, be realistic.
Like Chip Kelly not knowing what the play actually is.
Yeah, that's
nightmare
nuts.
fuel.
It's the Raiders. What do you expect, my guys?
Mm-hmm.
All right, flex, marry, kill. DK Metcalf, Cortland Sutton, Christian Watson.
You guys go ahead. I have to think about this.
I'm going to go ahead.
DJ Metcalf, DK Metcalf, Christian Watson, and who?
Sutton.
Cortland Sutton.
Sutton's out to me.
Back to you in the studio, Mason.
Out of... I won't be biased. I'll say DK, marry DK, flex Watson, kill Sutton. But flex Sutton, kill Watson for the week, just because of the matchup. So
that
Mary, DK, Sutton, Watson.
That right there, KB, was an absolute decision by Mason.
I don't know what
Great
Mason
job.
said, so I don't know if I'm going to repeat him or not. So I'm gonna marry DK. I'll flex. Oh man, I've said so much bad stuff about both of those guys today.
You really have.
I'll flex Christian Watson. I'll kill Cortland Sutton.
Mason was absolutely unbiased, KB. Did a great job.
And for no other reason,
Chris, what do you think?
I'm gonna kill Cortland Sutton for no other reason than every time I tried to type his name in the shot sheet, it kept auto correcting me. So I'm taking out the letter U.
So Chris, we can expect no more Sutton for the rest of the year in the shot sheet.
No more.
None.
Yeah, because even if I get auto corrected, Doug's gonna still make fun of me because I don't think that's how you spell that. Yeah. Shut up, Doug.
Absolute awful is autocorrect. Chris, what do you think, KB? Here's a guy, this DJ guy. He types up the shot sheet, man, and sometimes you just gotta sit there and think, what would Patrick Mahomes do?
All right, flex position: Terry McLaurin, Justin Jefferson, and Jacoby Myers. Gross.
Myers has been the stats might not be great, but ever since Myers got there, the Jags offense has come alive. Mm-hmm. Let's go. We're out here.
And good things happen when you have a real wide receiver on your team.
No shit. Trevor Lawrence Truthers. We are back, baby. We never left. Never wrong, just late.
Never wrong. Trevor Lawrence Truthers.
Yeah.
That guy doesn't work for us anymore.
Still love him, though. You love him a long time.
I will, in the vein of not benching my first rounder, I'll marry Justin Jefferson, flex Jacoby Myers, and kill Terry McLaurin. I'm
the complete opposite order.
You're gonna kill Justin Jefferson?
Kill Justin Jefferson.
What?
In the offense.
I'm gonna kill Terry McLaurin. Now you don't know what the fuck to do.
He's already dead. You can't pick him. You can't resurrect him. Do you have any of that stuff from that fork knife game where you resurrect him?
Fork knife game?
Yeah, fork knife. You know that game all the kids play?
Sloshy.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's what it's called. If there was ever a week for him to actually have a good game, wouldn't it be this one?
Wouldn't it be nice?
You think so? But I don't think it's going to happen.
Let me tell you, Mike, this J.J. McCarthy guy, you see him avoid the pass rush. Look at him throwing to Justin. That wasn't J.J. McCarthy, Mike. That was 9.
You know what would have been perfect for me is if I would just here go. I can just. All right, last one. Superflex. Chase Brown, Jalen Waddell, and Bryce Young.
Shout out to the Waddle model.
I would go Chase Brown with Burrow back, and then Bryce Young, and then Waddle.
Mason, do you know where Chase Brown went to college?
Illinois.
Yeah, good job. Do you know where those other two guys went?
Not some poverty school like Kansas.
No.
What?
Bryce Young, Alabama.
Yep.
Oh, Terry went to Ohio State.
No, Jalen Waddell was the other guy.
Oh, yeah. Waddle went to Alabama also.
Yeah. Roll Tide. Joe, what you got?
I agree with Chris Steele.
All right. We're gonna skip the next segment and just go to the end because Joe's got. So we're gonna end a little early today. But Joe, I did want to. Do you have anything quick? Flash predictions.
You're gonna end the show early on account of me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I got some stuff to do before football. But Joe, I just want to tell you. So yesterday I was talking to my dad. Basically, he says I deserve sports pain that I'm suffering through at this.
Your team's gone to 406 straight Super Bowls, Donald.
Anyway, so we were talking about how
Share the wealth, bro.
Of the sports that I'm a big fan of. You know, I've seen my team win the World Series. I've seen my team win the Super Bowl. And he's like, well, you've never seen your favorite NCAA basketball team win a championship, which is true.
Yeah, but we made the Elite Eight. We made a run.
Well, we made the national championship in 2004, but you weren't.
True. I was basically not born yet.
So, and then he's like, well, and you've never seen your NCAA football team win a national championship. I said, not true. Because we can theoretically claim the 2017 Natty. So.
Look at you. Shout out to Mackenzie Milton.
Yeah. Shout out Central Florida. They gave I don't know why I'm still talking with his microphone but for all those times in the NCAA, they gave away these theoretical national championships. So we got one too.
Another hypothetical win for the SEC.
Yeah.
But hey, man, you can't play group of 5. You can't put them in the playoffs. It's literally a safety issue. I mean, there's no example ever of the group of 5 ever competing in a playoff game or important game. Just safety issue, bro.
Is that a real argument that somebody's making?
Yeah, kind of. Very stupid.
I wish we really haven't gotten any live input from Jordan Rangel on any of this. I know it's not great, but it would have been nice. You should have invited him to Educated Ignorance.
He's always invited, technically. He doesn't really know that, but if he ever wanted to come on
tonight, when you make the studio, I'll just copy and paste the invite to him and see if he pops in.
I would never tell him no. Listen, right. Man, it was the decision was right. The process was horrendous. We all know that. So, and I feel bad for Jordan because I think Notre Dame could absolutely win the title, but sometimes it comes down to some rough decisions, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
But listen, join the list of people who got screwed by the committee. Though the team I care about got screwed way worse. I think today I don't really have much. The one that I'm interested in, like Green Bay, Denver, is a very interesting one. Like part of me thinks that this is either like one of two things is going to happen. Like Green Bay comes down to earth just a smidge, or Denver. This is like a weight class game for Denver, where it's like they're a light heavyweight, Green Bay's a heavyweight.
Isn't Green Bay Chicago again next weekend?
Saturday.
So the very, very typical trap game. I mean, usually trap games are a bad team that you shouldn't lose to, but you know what I mean.
I know this. I'm a Broncos fan today, so we'll be pretty sick. And a Rams fan. Please, just don't let them hang around while the NFC North is digging their ass. A 10-win team is going to miss the playoffs.
I just want a scenario where we get to week 18 and the Bears have to win the Lions matchup. Like whoever wins that, loser goes home.
No, I don't want that to be the case.
No, because I want the Bears. Like, and you know this, I'm never likely to ever cheer for the Bears, but I would be ecstatic for the Bears to beat the Lions in week 18 and send them home, and a certain Bears hater to watch them cry would be fantastic for me.
That would,
yeah, it's like a win, and it would be like a win-win situation for me because I would either get to watch that Lions fan squirm because Caleb Williams ended the season, or like certain Bears fans who annoy me, I'd be able to send them on their way.
Yeah, I would much rather not that game mattered that much.
No, that's fair, and I respect that. I get it. I totally get it. I don't really get it. This is like the first year I've had to do this, but no, I get why as a fan you would not want that to happen. So
let's see. I like Cincinnati in the points. If you really, 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 really wanted to get weird and lay it with like the Jags, you could do like a teaser, like Jags, Seahawks, tease them down below 7 points because I think they're both 13.5. Yeah, so you could do a little teaser there. Same thing if you wanted to tag like the Niners in it. Get some action on that, like a 3-teamer, like a 3-team 6-pointer, 3-team 7-pointer, 6-pointer, 7-pointer. Get them below a touchdown. Those are kind of the real ones that I have any super faith in.
The realest bets in the room. How you doing?
To a degree, yeah. How you doing? I don't care if the Bears cover today, just win. No, going to be a weird game.
The game could get weird. That I said, like any kind of advantage that they had just does not exist because those cold games are just ridiculously and stupid.
They are. Famous last words. I'm not super duper worried because, like, listen, I'm not a Shador. Like, I like Shador. I think the discourse is stupid.
I don't think it's going to anywhere come down to Shador. It's like, can you stop Judkins? Like,
yeah, it's the thing. Like, if
can you stop like the short stuff too?
If the Bears get like a lead and it has to be Shador, like playing in the Arctic weather. I mean, granted, he played in cold weather in Colorado, but playing in this game, he's running hot. Is he going to be feeling himself? Will the Bears defense, who forces a lot of turnovers, get to him?
I'll tell you what has a potential to be kind of weird too. Is like cold weather game is. I guess it's not that cold, but there feels like in Kansas City is like 19 degrees right now, and Justin Herbert has a broken hand. Like, I can't imagine that's going to be too comfortable. But Joe, why Mason does his takes for today?
Mm-hmm.
Put together I know you're going to be covering a hockey game. Put together your quad box.
Quad box.
Well, hold on. Let Mason do his takes, and then
okay. Sorry, Mason, go ahead.
Okay. I have a few. I don't like that the Lions are 5.5 point underdogs. I think that they are a better team than that, and the Rams lost to the Panthers, so
that's a good call.
I don't see it. Why the Lions,
especially for a team that'll be
cover.
Desperate.
Yeah, I don't see why they can't cover that. And they might win outright, but I think they at least cover. I don't think Denver should be an underdog at home. They're the number 1 seed in the AFC for a reason, and even though they have played an easy schedule, they've beaten the tough teams that they need to beat. Like at the time, Philly was towards the top of the conference. They beat the Chiefs, who, granted, they haven't had a great year, but they're still the Chiefs. They're still a good team. I think that Denver covers a 1.5 point spread. Another one that is crazy is that the Jags are projected 12 points for defense in fantasy, which I don't think I've ever seen a defense projected more than 10, which it's not a prediction. I just thought that was crazy. But fantasy predictions, I'll go Judkins. Judkins has a big game. He has over 100 yards. He has 2 touchdowns. And we'll go Michael Wilson. I think even against a tough Houston defense, Jacoby's going to throw the ball, and he only throws to 2 receivers, which is Michael Wilson and Trey McBride. So I think even in a tough matchup, he has 20. And those are my predictions for the week.
All right, Joe, before we get out of here, what is your quad box?
It's a good one because the noon slate today is kind of ripped. So Bears Browns is its own TV. So the quad box for me would be Pats Bills, Ravens Bengals, Chiefs Chargers, and sicko mode. For me personally, it would be Texans Cardinals. However, if you are a sycophant, if you are a disgusting dirty dog, and you are a toxic human, and you want to see the Eagles potentially wet themselves, maybe that 4th spot in the quad box is Eagles Raiders, and you're just hoping for a little Salt Bay,
little Kenny Pickett going to Philly,
little chaos action. That's all.
All right. Anybody got anything to add here? Are you guys watching anything good on TV? But like what's your guys' like non-sports thing that you're watching on TV?
I watched this show on HBO Max recently called Task.
Okay. What's it about?
Mark Ruffalo in it.
Okay.
It was basically about an FBI task force hunting down this guy who went after a biker gang and robbed them and stuff. It was really good. It was really, really good. I also watched this show on HBO Max called Mayor of Easttown.
I've heard of that.
Very good show. Really, really good. So
Mason, you watching anything?
I'm watching with my dad. I'm watching the It Welcome to Derry about
I'm out on that.
The It movies.
Yeah.
I didn't like the It movies, but it's better than I thought it'd be. It's pretty good. And then Stranger Things I haven't started watching yet, but
I've watched a grand total of 1.5 episodes of that.
The entire show?
Yeah, I just wasn't into it.
You got to get past the first few episodes, and it's great. I stopped watching it the first time I tried watching it too, but if you just get through those first episodes that are slow.
I felt that way again about Dexter, so I couldn't get into Dexter like the first episode or so, and now I've watched that entire series like 8 times. So,
yeah.
That's funny because I didn't think that about Dexter. I watched. I've never watched an episode of Stranger Things, and I probably never will. Not my side of the barn. Have any of you guys or Reacher is a show I'm starting to watch again.
Heard good things.
Very fun. And another show. I mean, I'm not watching it right now, but you mentioned shows that start slow and then pick up. Have any of y'all ever watched The Wire?
No, but it's a topic of conversation in one of my group chats right now. So
really,
it is
with who?
It is. It's the FFSQC OG chat. So it's the founder. It's our founders chat.
So who's watching it?
Nate and Chris.
Chris Steele's watching The Wire.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Loves The Wire.
Let's go.
They one night it was like 10:30 at night, and they were trying to get me and Doug to watch it.
Dude, it's the best show I've ever watched in my life. It's one of those shows though. You have to sit there. The first season is a lot of explanation on what a wiretap is, and the first few episodes are you got to kind of it's a lot of information gathering, but then all of a sudden it's like episode 3 or 4, and D'Angelo Barker and D is in the little thing, and he's explaining chess pieces to baby Michael B. Jordan, and the show fucking takes off, and it never looks back. So yeah, you just gotta lock
at you for that F-bomb, my guy.
I know. I'm sorry. That show's so good. Oh yes, Chris Steele. I knew I loved that man for a reason. Let's go.
You make sure you wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Christopher.
No, you got to text him and wish him, like the group chat. It's not actually.
I know. I gotta find out.
It's not actually.
I gotta find out which chat he's in. Oh, damn.
It's his fake birthday. So back in the day when we worked at the paper, I had changed his birthday from September 14th to December 14th on Facebook. And and then I forgot about it, to be honest. And the day that it happened, he went to the Geneseo Christmas walk, and people are wishing him happy birthday in person. He has no idea what's going on. So every year I wish him a happy birthday. Before we get out of here, so the show that I'm currently watching is called School Spirits. It's got Peyton List in it. She's from Cobra Kai. She's the only person I've heard of in that show. It's on Paramount Plus. Season 3 starts January 26th. The people who wrote the show, I went to elementary school with them. So they're from Rock Island. The girl who wrote the show, she was actually in my sister's wedding. So they were really good friends growing up. So I thought, my wife thought she'd give it a shot, and it was one of those where I started watching it with her, and so now we're watching it together. So
that's really
check
cool.
it out if you're into checking out stuff. I mean, it's you have to kind of pay attention a little. It's a
Say that again, DJ. Say that again.
What?
Check it out if you're into checking out stuff. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Watch it if you're into watching stuff. Here's a guy who just likes to watch stuff.
Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Chris Steele.
Happy birthday, Chris Steele, Jim.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mason, make sure you tell your dad happy birthday.
Yeah.
You should just walk down and be like, hey, Dad, Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Mason?
You're not my son. Oh, wait a minute.
Mason was made in a laboratory at Davenport West. So
there you go.
Yeah.
a little bit of sugar, a little bit of spice, a little bit of Seth Rollins hair.
There you go. Not
All right.
nice.
Well, good luck in your week 15s. Hopefully Mason and I don't get chopped.
Hopefully.
Joe, have fun covering hockey.
Can't wait.
I hope this Bears game is incredibly entertaining. I hope for your sake they win.
Please.
Good luck. Joe, I don't wish you very much good luck in the fantasy league we're in together.
No, because I want us to, as long as we get to the finals, and then you and I can.
There is no finals. It's just week by week, my guy.
Oh, I thought you said there was a week that it was going to be just the top two teams play each other, and that's
That'd be fantastic, but no.
Because it would be us.
It would be us. If we were playing by just stroke play, this thing would be over because I'm up like 15 strokes on you. But
yeah,
it's not. So we're here.
We're in trouble because we are slightly in trouble today because Kyle Pitts went nuts for Blake. But what's all right? All right, great job today, everybody.
Yep. Hey, if anybody has any questions post this show ending, send us an email for fantasysaqc.com. All right. Wow, I'm just gonna leave. I'll see you guys.